Wonders of Estonia. Tallinn's old town and surrounding beauty. Estonia's capital, Tallinn, is one of the most enchanting cities in Northern Europe, where medieval history meets natural charm. At the heart of this wonder lies Tallinn's Old Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that has remained remarkably preserved for centuries. As you step through its cobbled streets, framed by stone walls and fairy tale towers, you are transported into a different era, one where merchants, sailors, and knights once gathered along the bustling marketplace. What makes Tallinn truly captivating, however, is not only its architectural treasures, but also the stunning landscapes and natural settings that surround the city. From the elevated Toompea Hill, you can take in sweeping panoramas of red-tiled rooftops, church spires piercing the sky, and the shimmering Baltic Sea beyond. This blend of medieval architecture against the backdrop of open sea creates a scene unlike any other in Europe. The coastline itself is a natural wonder, with the Gulf of Finland stretching endlessly, often reflecting hues of gold and pink at sunrise and sunset. On clear days, the waters glisten like a mirror, reminding you that Tallinn is not only a city of stone, but also one deeply connected to nature. Beyond the old stone gates, Tallinn is wrapped in an abundance of green spaces and forests. Just outside the city lies the enchanting Kadrug Park, where carefully designed gardens blend with wild forest trails. The whispers of ancient oak trees and the fragrance of blooming flowers create a sanctuary of calm only minutes away from the urban core. Further afield, the coastlines north of Tallinn reveal rocky beaches and dramatic cliffs, offering breathtaking contrasts between rugged stone and the serene sea. These landscapes demonstrate the harmony between Estonia's cultural heritage and its natural environment. One of the most magical sights in Tallinn is at night, when the old town glows under lantern lights, and the distant waves of the Baltic Sea echo in the background. The city is never fully separated from its maritime spirit, and this connection to the sea has shaped its history, culture, and beauty. Whether wandering through its medieval alleys, standing atop Toompea for panoramic views, or watching the gentle dance of waves along the coast, Tallinn embodies a perfect fusion of history, architecture, and nature. It is not only a capital city, but also a timeless landscape where man-made wonders and natural beauty coexist in harmony. For travelers seeking both cultural depth and scenic charm, Tallinn's Old Town and its surrounding natural landscapes represent the perfect beginning to a journey across Estonia. This is a place where every stone tells a story, every hill reveals a view, and every breeze from the Baltic Sea carries whispers of the past. Lahemaa National Park, Estonia's natural heart. Traveling just an hour east of Tallinn, you arrive at one of Estonia's greatest treasures, Lahemaa National Park, the country's first and largest national park, often called the heart of Estonian nature. Spread across forests, wetlands, rivers, and rugged coastlines, Lahemaa is a vast sanctuary where Estonia's landscapes reveal themselves in their purest form. Here, nature is untamed yet welcoming, offering endless opportunities for exploration and reflection. The moment you step into Lahemaa, the sheer diversity of scenery is striking. Towering pine and spruce forests dominate the landscape, their dark green canopies creating a peaceful, cathedral-like atmosphere. Walking through the forest trails, you hear nothing but the rustle of leaves and the songs of birds echoing through the air. As light filters down through the tall trees, you feel as though you are walking through a timeless wilderness. These forests are home to incredible wildlife, including elk, boar, and even lynx, reminding visitors that Estonia's wilderness remains truly wild. Beyond the forests lie the breathtaking bog landscapes, a hallmark of Estonia's natural beauty. The Viru Bog, one of Lahemaa's most iconic attractions, stretches across the horizon like an endless patchwork of moss, small lakes, and pools of mirror-like water. Wooden boardwalks wind their way across the bog, allowing visitors to walk through this fragile ecosystem without disturbing it. In early morning mist or during golden sunsets, the bog transforms into a surreal dreamscape, a place where reflections of sky and forest merge into a single, mesmerizing scene. These bogs are ancient, thousands of years old, and they preserve the quiet history of Estonia's landscape in their depths. Lahemaa's coastal beauty is just as captivating. The park extends to the shores of the Baltic Sea, where rocky beaches and dramatic boulder fields meet the waves. The Kasmu Peninsula, often called the Captain's Village, offers some of the most striking coastal views. Giant glacial boulders scatter along the shoreline, remnants of the Ice Age, while pine forests stretch down to the edge of the water. The crashing waves against these ancient stones create a symphony of sound that is both powerful and calming. Standing on these shores, you can sense the raw connection between Estonia's land and its seas. Adding to Lahemaa's diversity are its rivers and waterfalls. The Jagala waterfall, often referred to as the Niagara of Estonia, is one of the park's highlights. Though not massive in size compared to the great waterfalls of the world, its wide curtain of water cascading over limestone cliffs is breathtaking, especially in winter when it freezes into shimmering ice formations. In spring and summer, the waterfall flows with strength, surrounded by lush greenery and wildflowers. Lahemaa National Park is not simply a natural reserve, it is a living portrait of Estonia itself. From ancient bogs to vast forests, from coastal cliffs to rushing rivers, it encompasses the soul of the country's landscapes. For travelers, it offers a chance to see Estonia as it truly is: raw, beautiful, diverse, and deeply connected to nature. Exploring Lahemaa is like stepping into a living encyclopedia of the natural world, one that leaves every visitor in awe. Saaremaa Island and the Kali meteoroid crater, Estonia's ancient wonder. Off Estonia's western coast lies Saaremaa, the country's largest island, a land where history, legends, and natural beauty weave together into an unforgettable experience. Known for its serene landscapes, medieval heritage, and geological wonders, Saaremaa is one of Estonia's most fascinating travel destinations. It feels like stepping into another world, a place where time slows down, traditions remain alive, and nature reveals its most mysterious secrets. The crown jewel of Saarema's mysteries is the Kali meteorite crater, a rare and awe-inspiring site that captures both scientific curiosity and ancient folklore. Thousands of years ago, a massive meteorite streaked across the sky, exploding upon impact and carving a series of craters into the Earth. The largest, known as the Kali main crater, is about 110 meters in diameter and 22 meters deep, with a tranquil lake resting at its center. Standing at its edge, you can imagine the fiery collision that shook this land in prehistoric times. For centuries, locals regarded the Kaali crater with reverence and fear. Ancient Estonians believed it was a sacred site, possibly even a place of sacrifice. Legends grew around the crater, suggesting it was formed by divine fire from the heavens. Today, scientists confirm its extraterrestrial origins, making Kaali one of the few meteorite impact sites on Earth located in a populated area. It remains one of the most significant natural landmarks in Northern Europe, drawing both travelers and researchers from around the world. But Saaremaa is more than just its meteorite crater. The island is a blend of natural beauty and cultural richness. Rolling fields, thick forests, and stretches of quiet coastline make it a paradise for those seeking peace and connection with nature. The windmills of Angla, standing proudly on a hilltop, tell the story of Saaremaa's agricultural past. These traditional wooden windmills are a symbol of the island, preserved as a reminder of how people once lived in harmony with the winds and the land. Saaremaa's capital, Kuressaare, is home to the impressive Kuressaare Castle, a perfectly preserved medieval fortress dating back to the 14th century. Surrounded by a moat and rich with history, the castle offers a glimpse into Estonia's medieval past. Within its stone walls, exhibitions bring to life the stories of knights, merchants, and rulers who once shaped the island's destiny. From the castle towers, panoramic views stretch over the town and surrounding landscapes, connecting visitors to centuries of heritage. The island is also known for its unique traditions, including its healing mud baths and spas, which have made Kuressaare a wellness destination for centuries. Locals and visitors alike immerse themselves in treatments drawn from the island's natural resources, continuing a practice that blends nature with well-being. For nature lovers, Saaremaa coastline is a treasure trove of beauty. The Panga Cliff, the highest in Estonia, rises dramatically above the Baltic Sea, offering sweeping views of the horizon. In spring and summer, wildflowers bloom along the cliff edges, and the sea glitters in shades of blue and green. It's a perfect spot for sunsets, where the sky and sea blend together in a breathtaking canvas of colors. Saaremaa, with its legendary Kali crater, historic windmills, medieval castles, and natural landscapes, represents the essence of Estonia's mystery and charm. It is a place where the heavens once touched the earth, leaving behind a crater that continues to inspire awe. Whether you come for history, culture, or simply to feel the quiet magic of an island untouched by time, Saaremaa promises an experience unlike any other. Narva Fortress and the Ivangorod Fortress, Estonia's borderland of history. At the far eastern edge of Estonia lies Narva, a city where history, culture, and geography converge in dramatic fashion. Situated along the Narva River, which serves as a natural border between Estonia and Russia, Narva is a place unlike any other in the country. Here, two mighty fortresses, Narva Castle on the Estonian side and Ivangorod Fortress just across the river in Russia, stand face to face, as if locked in an eternal standoff. This unique site makes Narva one of Europe's most fascinating border cities, where East meets West, history breathes through every stone, and cultural diversity defines everyday life. The Narva Castle, also known as Herman Castle, is the city's most iconic landmark. Built in the 13th century by the Danes and later expanded by the Teutonic Knights, the fortress is a masterpiece of medieval architecture. Rising proudly with its tall Herman Tower, the castle overlooks the river with a commanding presence. From its towers, you can see not only the Estonian side, but also the Russian fortress across the water, a rare visual reminder of Europe's complex history. Directly opposite Narva Castle stands the Ivangorod Fortress, built in 1492 by Ivan III of Russia. Its purpose was clear: to protect Russia's western frontier and counter the power of Narva Castle. The result is a dramatic landscape where two medieval strongholds stare at each other across the narrow river, separated by just 150 meters. Few places in the world offer such a direct and visible clash of history, making Narva a destination of profound significance. Walking through the cobbled courtyards of Narva Castle, visitors are transported back to the Middle Ages. Exhibitions within the fortress bring its history to life, showcasing weapons, armor, and artifacts that tell the story of Estonia's turbulent past. The castle also houses a museum and cultural center, where traditional crafts, art exhibitions, and concerts revive Narva's medieval spirit. In the summer, medieval festivals bring knights, musicians, and merchants to the castle grounds, recreating the lively atmosphere of centuries gone by. But Narva is more than its fortress. The city itself tells a story of resilience and cultural exchange. With a majority Russian-speaking population, Narva is a bridge between two worlds, where Estonian and Russian traditions coexist. The city's architecture reflects this blend, from Soviet-era buildings to restored Baroque gems. Walking its streets, one senses the layers of history that have shaped this borderland through war, rebuilding, and renewal. The Narva River Promenade is a modern highlight, offering a scenic walkway along the river with stunning views of both castles. Here, locals and travelers alike gather to enjoy the sight of two fortresses guarding their nations. In the evening, as lights illuminate the stone walls, the view becomes even more magical, a reminder that history is not only preserved in books, but also etched into landscapes. Just beyond Narva lies Narva Joensuu, a seaside resort often called the Pearl of the Baltic. Its sandy beaches stretch for kilometers, offering a peaceful escape from the fortress city. For centuries, Narva Joensuu has been a spa destination, attracting visitors seeking rest and rejuvenation by the sea. This contrast between the historic fortresses and the tranquil beaches reflects the dual spirit of the region, where conflict and peace, power and beauty exist side by side. Narva and its fortress are not just historical monuments. They are living symbols of Estonia's identity, resilience, and place in Europe's story. To stand on the riverbanks of Narva is to witness centuries of struggle, diplomacy, and survival, all condensed into the silent stare of stone walls across a narrow river. It is one of the most powerful and unforgettable experiences a traveler can have in Estonia. As our journey through Estonia comes to an end, one thing becomes clear. This small Baltic nation holds treasures far greater than its size. From the medieval charm of Tallinn's Old Town to the peaceful landscapes of Lahemaa National Park, from the cultural crossroads of Narva Fortress to the tranquil beaches of Pärnu and Saaremaa, Estonia is a land where history and nature blend seamlessly. Traveling through Estonia feels like stepping into a living storybook, each castle, forest, island, and village offering its own tale of resilience, beauty, and timeless wonder. Its unspoiled nature, rich traditions, and warm hospitality invite every traveler to slow down, explore deeply, and discover experiences that remain etched in memory long after the journey ends. What makes Estonia so unique is not only its breathtaking scenery, but also its spirit, the quiet harmony between past and present, old and new, tradition and innovation. Whether you are drawn by its UNESCO World Heritage cities, enchanted by its mythical forests and boglands, or simply seeking peace by the Baltic Sea, Estonia promises something truly unforgettable. So, as you plan your next adventure, remember that Estonia is more than just a destination. It is a feeling, an atmosphere, a journey into the heart of Northern Europe's hidden gem. The wonders of Estonia are waiting to be explored, and the only question is, when will you begin your journey? Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Travel with a Plan for more breathtaking journeys around the world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep traveling with a plan.